the whole push and all of that also went down, right? So, what did Talon agree to? And then whose call finally opened the door and said he could continue? It was that of Thiefnubu, and this is it. You know, they call Thiefnubu a Mr. Strategist. His strategy is mostly criminal. When I say criminal, it's like the devil. It won't do something for you without expecting something in return. For some reason, people believe that Thiefnubu had the intention of paying the Northern Nigeria back in their own coin, which means all the humiliation they suffered under Boko Haram, right? They would have to experience him, and he won't be able to do that without securing, the service of some kind of, organized, stronger guys in his region. Igboho falls into that. Igboho shouldn't be outside the box this time. He should paint his Yoruba nation this stuff, right? It needs to be on board, because whatever the North want to do this time around, it is easier to just say, before I didn't support you to chase this Fulani stuff and that, right? And that's one thing that he believes, that if the Fulani move mad after he kind of does his own first 4 years, if they move mad, right, then we will move mad too. And this time around, it will be like official. So, and that can force their hand. So, Igboho should be on standby. Don't worry, you can go to where you're going and you can come back and all of that stuff. But you will promise one thing. And that one thing is that you will be at the service of the Thiefnubu. Now, like I said, you are free to kind of debunk that too, because I'm just going to give you a few of this stuff until I begin to kind of present things. If they have to deny or they begin to kind of double down, okay? So here it is. It's a free, like an offer that somebody who has suffered so much, right? Lost so much. Lost his mom when he was in prison. Lost his blood brother, his friend. His property was, burned and all that stuff. And at the end of it all, majority of those he felt he was doing that for were still sort of mocking him. Maybe not majority. Minority of them were mocking him. Who are now those who want to be like, so you want them to come and burn Yoruba land? Is that why? Igbo is a Yoruba, this and that. So why did I say they didn't have any organization within this stuff, right? The insecurity problem, okay, which ordinarily was the top notch at the time, received no single penny, despite all the millions that we actually raised for the cause. Organized rally, organized this or that, right? But I mean, those who actually volunteer, okay, to confront these terrorists across Yoruba land. This is also an evidence that I will kind of present at some point, okay? So where a single penny was not actually really given to them from that millions. Now that is not just about the money there, okay? It is simply about the fact that, did they actually care about Yoruba land? Or they were just riding on something that they believe will get them the attention of a Kolu? Because you know something, even the ones that we gave 5 million naira to on this platform, you remember those guys they arrested from, they kidnapped from Igboho's house? This platform gave them 5 million naira. We raised funds that we wanted to get them lawyers. Like, come on, let's fight it. We know somehow it's a lawless place. So we got a lawyer, gave the lawyer 2 million naira. See, the 2 million naira has even lost the value right now. Well, yeah, we still have the 2 million naira with that same lawyer, Ogulano. So they let us go ahead and push and fight this thing. No, they want to collect money. They said if we pay them, they will stop harassing us and the rest of that. So they make us part with 5 million naira. And that's just a tip. That's why I said, at the end of the day, they ended up at Thiefnubu's inauguration, wearing Thiefnubu Jagaban for Jagaban swearing in. people that we gave. So when you get involved in any ideology, it is ideal that you should know what is at stake. You should know, or you should be willing to sacrifice whatever comes along with that ideology. You don't dilly-dally. You're going to lose. You're going to gain. The most important gain you have is that the end goal of your ideology. This time around, Yoruba nation, there's an idea behind that. But these guys, they ended up being foot soldiers, ass lickers for Thiefnubu. Now, Yoruba nation can wait until 2031. Even if the people are dying, as they can see right now, it doesn't really matter. So the question then is, if I sit here as Mayegun every day trying to make us see reasons why we are where we are and the role we are playing, either consciously or subconsciously, and how much this is so dangerous to wrongly be misleading the people, giving them the impression that they can have it better if they are bonded together. They have one common enemy, a system that is rigged against all of us. And I am giving you that every day. And I'm leaving you with the decision whether you want to do that or you don't want to do that. Somebody said, I sit down here and I just talk. So what have I done? What have I done to help the Yorubas? Igboho is a hero. Igboho is whose hero? The hero you make him? The one we polished? Is it the hero that is to praise the same oppressors? Or it is just about the tribe or ethnic of the oppressor? Abi, I know that Nigerians, okay, they don't hate their oppressors. They don't hate oppression. They do not hate corruption. They just don't like it if they are not the ones benefiting from the corruption or the ones doing the oppression. That is when they will scream. Because what we have now is that back then, it was so easily sellable. You could sell it, Yoruba nation, because the person that they believe was dealing with them was a Fulani man. A Fulani man is dealing with us. Now, a Yoruba man is there. The farms are still being ransacked. People are still being kidnapped. People are still being killed. People are still hungry, even more. But right now, Yoruba nation can wait. Yoruba nation can endure. This time around, we love this oppressor. We love this oppression. We love this corruption. Some of them are even asking me, we know that you hate Thiefnubu. So when Boko Haram was there, did you talk? What did you talk when Boko Haram was there? Did you talk? Did you come out and say they should protest? Somebody was asking me that. I say, I want to finally, right? But that won't mean that we won't continue to remind you. Oh, Alori Mayegun's diary political. Ẹ̀yin olórí burúkú tẹ́ defend the Boko Haram fódìndín ọdún mẹ́jọ torí wọ́n sọ fún yín pé wọ́n máa gbé ìjọba fún Yorùbá. Ẹ̀yin olórí burúkú tẹ́ defend the Boko Haram fọ́dún mẹ́jọ tẹ́ deny pé àwọn Fúlàní ń pa wá, Fúlàní ń jí wa gbé, wọ́n ń gba ransom, wọ́n ń boko jẹ́, wọ́n ń pa àwọn èèyàn. Ẹ deny ẹ̀, ìlú le, ebi ń pa àwọn èèyàn, kò síṣẹ́, kò sówó, kò sígbá, kò sáwo. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ defend wọn torí pé Thiefnubu máa wá ṣe president lẹ́yìn lórí. Today you are asking me, did I talk? It is unfortunate too. So what I meant there is that if I am here telling you that I was showing you what these guys are doing, the whole conspiracies and all of that, and then you turn around and be like, talk about the other one. This one, leave this one alone. Is that not why we are here? Eh? How could anybody open their mouth and defend APC in Yoruba land? How? How could you defend? I mean, how can you actually really defend this level of economic hardship that our people are facing? How? You can't describe it. Okay? So we have to be to the people to what? To describe it themselves. I actually was praying silently. Hey, this guy, as Thiefnubu, it's just that you can't take anything from the devil and not expect to pay back. As Thiefnubu is pushing this, your freedom, I know he has the capacity to possibly return all your losses, but he can't return all the lives that are lost. Okay? So Ashe, all of you are just pushing Yoruba nation, because a Yoruba man was not the president. How can you look at people in the eyes, look at us in our eyes and say, when we were raising funds and promoting the ideology that Yoruba deserves better, we deserves better. So it was all because that person was Fulani. Now, you do not even have the liver. Now that you even have the power, you do not have the liver to confront the same Fulani now. The ones you were licking their asses pretending. You could not even look at them now that you have the, I mean, what are you afraid of? And tell them enough. They are still trying to turn you. You are using Yoruba, you that are shouting Yoruba Nation. All of you that are appearing on Yoruba Nation, Biafra, you know that they hear different conferences on Zoom. Yoruba Biafra, Yoruba Biafra, Yoruba this or that, Simon Nekpa, Akintoye, and the rest of them. So how do you think the Biafrans will see this now? Or how do you think they're actually seeing it? It was the same offer. We all need to support Thiefnubu. Baba will let you go. Okay? So you don't talk to, you go talk to Talon. Eh? Akintoye and Co. They continued to beg and beg behind the scene. Oh, they continued to beg and beg Thiefnubu, to beg Bokuwari to release Nnamdi Kanu. But they would deny that they didn't know that, I'm sorry, to release Oloye Sunday Igboho rather, right? They would pretend that they didn't know that the attempt on Igboho's life, how Igboho ended up in prison in Benin Republic, how is supposed, they filed their bail, put him in one undescribable living condition in Benin Republic. So they would deny that they didn't know that Thiefnubu was responsible for all of that. So they were asking him to beg Bokuwari, but they couldn't get in touch with Thiefnubu. But the moment Thiefnubu was declared winner by Yakubu, then the door was opened. We all need to work together. We all need to come together. This is a southern presidency. This is a southern government. If you promise that you're going to work, if these guys begin their madness, you are all going to be there to support Ashiwaju, then you can go. Forget about this Yoruba nation, this or that. And he agreed. He agreed. So I'm saying that to you all now. He agreed. And I think that time came too early, because to people like him, the plan was that they were going to need him in 2027. But now they're going to need people like him to help mobilize the guys, the boys, who are going to be those who are going to target you in your states. That's going to be it now. Maybe he's possibly feeling like, oh, you shouldn't have released that statement because it has triggered reactions now. So he has to come out and say, no. But he's been pleading and telling people wherever he goes. Even though Aṣíwájú is kìnìkan aláti gbárùkù ti Aṣíwájú, aláti gbárùkù ti kìnìkan, Buhari ti bà Nàìjíríà jẹ́, Buhari ti bàlú yìí jẹ́ kìnìkan, so aláti gbárùkù ti Aṣíwájú. He's been saying that to people. So now that you want to stage a national protest, which they are now pushing as a violent protest, a planned violent takeover. So he has to be activated. It's not just him. There are many like him. You people in Edo, I don't know how you're going to undo Kabaka. Very soon, Kabaka will issue his own threat if he hasn't already. The activation is to create a violence. This violence is what will actually lead to anarchy. This is from Thiefnubu and his camp. Right? So I was praying that God, this guy just hopefully is going to be a little bit more, intelligent about it. Avoid, if people are putting microphone into your mouth, just tell them you don't have much to say. And if you have to say anything, just be brief. Don't ever say anything that is going to be misconstrued as you indirectly defending Thiefnubu, because right now, only selfish people will pretend that there is no tension in Nigeria, and this tension is not caused by any other person than Thiefnubu and APC. You cannot politicize that. For going out there to say Yoruba nation, who gave you that mandate? Who gives you that? Like, who the hell are you? I don't pashe. Because in a lawless place now, right, it could possibly mobilize their guns and all of that stuff. Because that's the force. That is the force. So you are going to indirectly, like others have done openly. Akintoye and Co., they've all openly created this tribal rhetorics. Yeah, they've created them. The Igbos this, the Igbos that. But 3 years ago, all of them, they appear on the same Zoom towards Biafra liberation, Yoruba nation liberation. And right now, 90% of you have ended up as Thiefnubu's ass lickers. Aged men and women were committed into giving them money. I mean, people actually really gave so much money with the assurances that Yoruba nation was going to be declared by December 2022. Well, you know the rest of the story. So we were praying that they were just going to, just stay quiet that way and not give this. We are already dealing with the Abobakus, the Ronukus, who have tried endlessly to make us accept that Thiefnubu is Yoruba, Yoruba is Thiefnubu. Anybody that says anything about Thiefnubu, if you are a Yoruba person, you are Omoale. If you are not a Yoruba person, you are enemies of the Yoruba people. So Yoruba people must know that anyone who says anything about Thiefnubu is our enemy. We are already dealing with the Ronukus who are spreading this nonsense. And people are suffering. And anyone who believes in Yoruba nation at this point should be standing with the people. This platform that you think you could use your dirty, stinking mouth to spew that your bile has saved lives. This platform. You see that PayPal, you see all those links, right? Where people donate funds, right? They are not donating funds to Mayegun. They are saving and changing lives. This platform conveniently fed over 10,000 Yorubas at a point. Don't forget, this platform conveniently provided education material for over 15,000 school children. This platform provided support for the medically challenged, the physically challenged people by providing mobility for more than 10 of them. This platform. Do you understand? See, this platform saved the life of a man whose 2 legs were not amputated, but they fell off themselves. Saved his life. Paid over 1 million naira to save the life of someone. This platform took care of a family of an illegally, unjustly detained soldier by Nigeria. This platform fed not just the leaders of those who are now leading you to Thiefnubu at the end of the day, that are now making you pro-Nigeria, one Nigeria. This platform saved the lives of some of them from the hands of their oppressors, with millions of naira raised by the Templars of this platform. So I'm not your mate. I am talking to those who should understand the seriousness of how some people actually takes the liberation of the Yorubas out of that contraption, because we deserve better. We do. But they don't think we do today. So they make up different stories just to whip up sentiment of a tribal hatred, why they leave our people in anguish. Have you forgotten all this?
Any card you buy, you free to one day free at the Ejata the 30,000, or the 70,000, go take 15,000, or the 40,000, Shanu, a big power money. Ah, the daddy, the general, at the one day, and they don't start having money school. Ah, the Roman school, but the Joe, ah, the Wasodam, ah, the Jew, a Shanu, a money, around the wow, around the Shanu, ever for a new wow. Ever so gbogbo edero ko te yi ko da fún wa o ọ̀tẹ̀ yìí ó ní gbogbo òdu lára ni ọ̀tẹ̀ yìí ó ní gbogbo òdu lára ẹ má ní wá lára ẹ má fara ni wa ẹ ṣàánú wa ilé la wa ade jáde ade jẹun àrówó tajà àrówó jẹun gbogbo tẹ́ ṣe fún wa ó ní gbogbo òdu lára ẹlẹ́jọ́ Ìgbòho sọ ẹ ṣàánú wa o Tinubu ẹ ṣàánú wa o ìjọba Èkó yìí ẹ ṣàánú wa ẹ ṣàánú wa á ti dìbò fún yín kò yẹ kó ẹ wá ṣe báyìí fún wa Sanwó-Olú ẹ ṣàánú wa ti dìbò fún yín gbogbo tẹ́ sọ kọ́dẹ̀ padà wá ń ṣe yìí ẹni wá lára ni ẹni ẹ máa dùn aráàlú ẹ̀dùn wá nú ẹja ta fi ṣe gbàjọ ta fi rán wọn léwe ẹ jẹ́ ká rán wọn léwe mọ́ ẹ jẹ́ ká rán oúnjẹ jẹ ẹ ṣàánú wa ẹ ṣíjú àdúrà ẹ má ní wá lára ara ní aráàlú gbogbo tó lè jẹ ara ni wọn àwọn tàtà ara ni wọn ẹ ṣàánú wa o ẹ ṣàánú wa Sanwó-Olú àbọ̀ Tinubu ẹ ṣàánú wa o a ti dìbò fún ẹ wá wọlé tán ẹ̀yin ọmọ Yorùbá ẹ wá ní ọmọ Yorùbá ara yín lára tẹ ẹ ṣe jẹ́ kí Ìgbò wọlé tí Ìgbò bá wọlé kò ní rí báyìí ṣebí ẹ̀dá ilẹ̀ bá ṣe kí lè ṣe kankan ẹ ní kankan ṣe fún ẹni wá lára ni èmi lọ́kàn ṣó ti kàn yín sí tẹjọ́ mi Èkó ẹ ṣe dáadáa fún wa ẹni wá lára ni ẹ ṣe dáadáa fún ara ni wá àrùn jẹjẹ tábàtàjà kan pọ́jọ́ gbèsè ti pọ̀ ju o gbèsè pọ̀ ju ẹ ṣàánú wa ẹ ṣàánú aráàlú o ebi ń pa ẹ ṣàánú wa o tábàtàjà kan pọ́jọ́ owó ẹ ṣàánú wa o láṣẹ kẹ́ bàbá yín kẹ́ ṣàánú ẹ mú tiwa rò ẹ̀sùn kẹ́rù tiwa rò ẹ̀sùn kẹ́rù tẹ ẹlẹ́jọ́ Ìgbòho sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ mú tiwa rò ẹ ṣàánú wa o ẹ ṣàánú wa fún gbogbo àgbáyé ẹ ṣàánú wa.
Upon all this stress and pains I'm going through, at the end of the day, I'm still seeing my people buy fuel at the rate of 520 naira. And the deal settled, the subsidy was paid till end of July. We are seeing in June, my people now buying the fuel. And you as a new president in the office, you are not saying anything. Are you conniving with these people to frustrate masses? Sir, we all drive away from Peter Obi just because we realize that he's a pretender. So if we are not driving away from Peter Obi just because he's a pretender, and the road we were facing now, we were discovered that same person that we believe that is going to for masses is the same people is a pretender to us. Sir, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, don't dare us in this country, don't dare us. Some people are not eating. Some people they cannot walk freely just because they are campaigning for you. They use their life to campaign for you. Sir, you can send us to prison, you can do anything, you can arrest us, but we will never let you rest. If you continue selling food at the rate of 520 naira and you are not saying anything, we use our life to campaign for you. We do our free movement just because we are campaigning for you. Now you are frustrating us. We need to talk at this point. If you don't have a final say on the marketers to tell them they should stop selling food at the rate of 520 naira after 3 weeks in the office. Sir, I am highly disappointed in you. I am highly disappointed in you because I thought after the meeting, you are going to instruct them to sell the fuel at 185 naira. till ending of July before you decide on what to do. But as I'm talking to you now, we were saying you play the same role of Buhari, because we all know that when they dictate for Buhari, they tell Buhari what to do. Now same thing is happening to you, Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Let me tell you, we are ready to die with your neck. We will drag with you, because we use our life to campaign for you, and we will never.
Nigerians said, "Yo, please, let's make this country comfortable for ourselves. A liter of petrol is 900 naira in my area here. NNPC says logistics. Please, NNPC, please now."
Àti December àti ẹfún àti January àárín nǹkankan Ọlọ́run àárín nǹkankan ṣèrò àtúbọ̀tán. Gbogbo àwọn tó ń ṣe gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀ wọn tí ìpínlẹ̀ wọn ò tòrò, púpọ̀ ní wọn náà lọ wá sẹ́nétọ̀, púpọ̀ ní wọn náà lọ wá mínísítà. Ìlọsíwájú àti ìdàgbàsókè wo gan-an wá ló fi yàtọ̀ sáwọn àwọn tó ti ṣèjọba tẹ́lẹ̀. Nígbà tí ẹ sì fi débẹ̀, alálàánú mẹ̀kúnnù dé, ìyàwó dópin, gbogbo tá a fẹ́ láàárí, ẹjọ́ ọ̀fẹ́.
I right. Those are our people. So the hardship is real. Anybody saying they are fighting for Yoruba nation should be fighting for those people, not for the politician. People are going through a lot. You want them to keep going. Even you that want them to keep going, they have to pay you to do that. What the heck? They continue to lie about violence, this, violence, that. Have you actually managed to ask these following questions, okay? Who were those looting shops after they killed protesters in Lagos and the protest ended?